Welcome back to another episode of the Constant Sports Friday 5, where we're going to break down the biggest sports business stories and explain what they actually mean from our team, Constant Sports. And so, live sports, still a big win. We've got the platforms, infrastructure, and the capital kind of behind that as we go deeper and deeper into the sports sector. And so, let's get into it. We're going with TPG and Learfield, one of the biggest stories in college sports in some time now. So TPG is finalizing its acquisition of Learfield, which is one of the most important deals in college sports for the past few years, other than NIL, you could probably say. And Learfield isn't really just like one thing. They do a bunch of things. So they're at sponsorship sales, multimedia rights, data, school monetization, you name it, in college sports. And so this private equity play isn't just buying these teams, they're buying this system that has an entire ecosystem of other things inside sports. And so college sports obviously is becoming more and more commercialized, hence the private capital coming into this market. So the smartest capital in sports is buying its infrastructure, as we see. Kind of a surprising story here is the NBA viewership surge. The NBA just posted its best regular season viewership since 2018 and 2019. So with this whole new media side with ESPN, ABC, NBC, Peacock, Prime Video, all kind of wrapped in for the NBA, building on its momentum. And, for the past few years, the ratings are down, sports is declining, as they're saying. But, now we're seeing with this new distribution model and expanding, this reach is growing. The NBA is more than just a TV product, trying to build on this multi-platform media system. So interesting to see that they were on up. I feel like a lot of the news was saying that the NBA was declining, but as we can see, the viewership's up here. So continuing on that note, the Masters final round pulled in its best ratings in 11 years. We had one thing going for the Masters, obviously: global star, real stakes, history, and then scarcity obviously was built into the Masters. So the Masters doesn't overload its inventory, as we touched on last week. It protects the momentum, the brand, the image, and when the moments hit, everyone's watching, everyone's dialed in. And in sports, premium moments like this outperform this constant content, as we see. Michigan versus UConn, story number 4. This delivered to be one of the best cable ratings in 7 years for March Madness. And it shows us something kind of like the previous stories, is the right stakes, is massive momentum. It's not just about the platform, but about the event quality as well. So this great content still beats kind of this distribution concerns as we've been seeing in the space. And so obviously when you have a 1 and 2 team and things like that, it's really going to build up the momentum. Staying in that vein, we have Amazon had its streaming issue for story number 5 during the NBA coverage, where not a great look for Amazon Prime Video there, but it's going to happen, I suppose. And so when you kind of move from broadcast to streaming, you gain this flexibility, scale, personalization, but then also you risk this technical risk, reliability issues, and Paramount Plus has seen that as well, as more and more of these media companies and TVs, media is trying to get into sports, especially live sports, where there's no margin for error. Screens can't be going black in the middle of a game. So in streaming, reliability is the product. So if you zoom out for this week's Constant Sports 5 tells us one clear story, and that's live sports remain the most valuable asset in media. And we see this with capital moving into infrastructure, distribution expanding, execution matters more than ever, and we're going to see that and follow that at Constant Sports. And so we go deeper here on LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. So make sure to follow us on those platforms, and we'll see you guys next week.